The Mr. Excel podcast is sponsored by Easy Excel. Learn Excel from Mr. Excel podcast episode 1949. Create random data. Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel netcast. I'm Bill Jell. Today, I need to create a data set to illustrate a concept. And the one thing I know, the field that we have here is an asset ID. And the two examples that I have, they're 5-digit numbers up in the 80,000s or something like that. So I'm going to do equal rand between 80,000 up to 99,999. All right, just based on the data that I have, that seems to create the right type of number. All right, so I press Ctrl+Enter to stay in that cell. I want to copy this down to 1,000 rows. So I'm going to do Ctrl+C. Now check this out. I'll pick this up from Mr. Excel message board. If I come up here to the name box, and I say I want to go to row square brackets 1,000, which is 1,000 rows below current column, and then press Shift+Enter, it selects all the way down to 1,000 cells below me. And that would work from any cell. I could be in cell 842 and do that. It would go down to A1841, and I'll paste Ctrl+V. All right, so there is my list of random asset IDs. All right, simple sequential numbers. Just need to create something within that range. What if we have a list? So over here I have a list of 40 company names. I want to randomly choose from that list. All right, so that's equal index of all of these names over here. Control-Shift down arrow, I'll press F4 to put the dollar signs in, comma, rand between 1, 40, because there's 40 entries. Don't forget the second parenthesis. Now that we have that first list of 1,000 over there in column A, I can just double click to copy that down. All right, contact. I want to come up with a name, first name, last name. So here I have a list of 400 first names, 500 last names. So now I need to do two indexes and concatenate them together. So equal index of the first names, Control-Shift down arrow, F4, comma, rand between 1, 400, ampersand, quote, space, quote, ampersand, and then another index over here of the last names. 4, rand between 1, 500. All right, and that creates a random name for us. All right, so there we have random companies, random names, street addresses. Now let's do equal rand between 100, 9999, a space, ampersand, index of these common street names, F4, comma, rand between 1, 250, joined together with another space, ampersand, the index of these street suffixes, F4, comma, rand between 1, 6. All right, let's see. Yep, that looks good. Double click to copy that down. And then finally, I want to come up with some values. And here, these aren't sequential numbers. I want to come up with something, let's say, in hundreds. I always want everything to end with 0, 0. So I'm going to use equal rand between 15, 95 times 100, like that. Double click to copy that down. And we now have created 1,000 rows of completely fake data, ready to illustrate some example or something along those lines. Of course, now every time that we change something, all of the data changes. So what we need to do is select the whole data set, and we'll Control+C to copy, and then from the Home tab, open the Paste drop down and choose Paste Values, like that. All right, at this point we can get rid of all those names out there on the right hand side, and we're ready to roll. Okay, hey, I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast. MrExcel.com.